Beautiful day it is, and this is Restoration with Stacey, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you very much for making time to watch us. I would like to say a very big thank you to all of our sponsors, to Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad. And for some time now, I will be bugging you with my extra long Yas Sanitary Pad. Ladies, those of you who have heavy flow during that time of the month when you're not so sure, please don't just add 2 parts or 3 parts. You just need 1 extra long part. That will go a long way to protect you. And the good thing is it has 9 heavy flow parts. Mostly the parts we buy, they are 7, 8. Yeah, mostly 8, the maximum. We're giving you 9 heavy flow parts, 2 regular parts, and a panty liner. So this is like the best you can get on the market. So all ladies, remember it's in a purple pack. Purple is royalty. So that time of the month, you have to feel like a true royal. So go out there and get the new Yas Sanitary Pad. We're also saying a very big thank you to Hooch Cornflakes, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes. Is your crunchiest breakfast choice. To La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, where we record every time, we're saying thank you to NASCO Electronics and NASCO Moments. That is the moment that I love most on this show. So today we will be giving away something nice from NASCO as usual. And we're saying a very, very big thank you to Special Malt for that nutrition and for that special occasion. Please make sure that you're out there grabbing yourself a special malt. To GTP New Style, thank you very much for my fabric. Ophelia of ABS Collection, thank you very much for this beautiful cut. To Mansa of Vix, thank you very much, Mansa, for my hair. To Chelsea Black of Nancy Black Studio. Chelsea, thank you very much for my makeup. There are so many things we overlook as a society, but honestly, within our homes, within ourselves, we talk about these things. And today we are going to be talking about one of such things that it's almost a taboo to talk about in our society. Please let's welcome our guest, Nira RAHAMAN. Hi, darling. How are you? Have a seat. How are you feeling today?
A bit nervous.
A bit nervous, don't worry. You'll be comfortable. Do we bite? Yeah, we are nice. Okay, so what we are talking about today is albinos. You know albinos, right? Yes. And in our society, people tend to look down on people who are like her. So we want to talk about it. How many of you have albino friends? Yeah, at least they are kind. They are not mean. So, Nira, I want, when I was in class 3, I had a mate who was an albino. And most kids would not want to go close because she was different than we were. But what I loved about her was the hair on her skin. It was like gold. So I was always very curious. So after that, can I touch your hair? Then she said yes. And I realized she was just like us. At what age did you realize you were different from other people?
I'll tell you like class 3.
Oh, that was when I had my friend. That's in class, yeah.
Yeah, class 3. That's when I realized that I was like a bit different from the others. Like I was treated a bit different from the rest. As you said, you don't get like a lot of friends to play with you. Mm-hmm. I had one friend who was a half caste, half Lebanese and half Ghanaian. So she became my close friend.
Because your complexions were.
And we lived in the same neighborhood. So mostly when we close, we go to school, go home together. When we're coming to school, we come together. So we're a bit very close till they changed classes. You know, this private school, they had the A and the B. So when you're going to the next class, you pick a number. When you pick the class that you pick, that's where you'll be changed. So if you're in A, automatically, possibly you might be changed to B. So the unfortunate thing happened. She was sent to A, and I was still in B. Yeah, so that's when the whole bad days like started.
How dramatic was it?
It was bad. very bad to the extent that got to a point I wanted to commit suicide. I didn't want to live anymore.
No, okay, let's break it down. Give me 2 bad incidents.
You know, when you're playing and you come around, immediately you come around, they all move to shift to a different side. Like nobody wants to sit with you on the same decks. Yeah.
In school?
Mm-hmm.
And what were your teachers doing about it?
You know, I don't think they noticed. And sometimes even when some of the teachers, they come to the classroom, they sometimes make
fun of you.
Yeah, they crack a joke or they say something, you know.
Which one was the most painful one from a teacher that got to you?
I can't really recall, but when he came to the class, they were like, who was, like, they mentioned names of talkative, and he caned everybody. So after caning everybody, my head was still on the decks because that day too, I'm a talkative person, but that day I know that I didn't talk. But everything, Bonnie Bia near to me, about town. Like, they just add me to it. So that day he came me and he was like, I should raise up my head. I decided not to. And he came to me and he came me so bad that our uniform, it's white. You could see blood stains like in it. So my mom was very furious. I think that's the worst incident I ever had with a teacher. He caned me till you could see
the blood stains on your white shirt.
On my white shirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
What of your friends? What are some of the names they used to call you?
You know, they call you Free.
Jato.
And sometimes, you know, they had this, we had this mango tree in the school. And they had this red ant, you know, they call them Bese. Mm-hmm. So when they go there, it bites them. But when I go, it's like, I don't feel them, but like, hey, you're related to them. We are Bese, that's why they are not.
How come they are not biting?
I don't know.
Wow.
In Tiana, Yanka, when they used to say, move out, like when you die, you vanish. Move out, Moira, Mumu. And some even said, like, Fridays, you don't go to the loo. Like, Fridays, they used to say a whole lot of...
Albinos don't go to the loo on Fridays. You go to the loo on Fridays.
Oh,
I'm sure you spend longer hours in the loo on Fridays.
So sometimes I go like, okay, today is Friday. I want to try and see. It was like, so to the extent sometimes when kids are playing and you're passing by, they start, you know, they have this song, they add up to date. I don't understand the words. They sing, oh, Fija Tokpagule, Kejina Chachu. Up to date, I still don't understand it.
What does it mean? Oh, you also don't understand? Near the...
No, sorry, Albino doesn't whistle. If they whistle, the ant never whistles.
Really?
The albino doesn't whistle. If they whistle, the ants will never sleep.
Yes.
Do you know how to whistle?
It's been long I did that.
Let's try it.
I don't think it's gonna go.
So today you understand it?
Yeah, today. For all these years, I've never understood it, and it looks like nobody I even understood till right now. He's telling me that that's what it means.
Wow.
Really? Maybe that's why the ants never bit me.
Yeah. Maybe there's a line somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
But let me find out. In your family, are you the only different one?
Actually, my grandfather from my mother's side is
he's an albino too.
More or less like they have a new name for us. It's recently I found out that we have albinos and we have gingers and we have like the redheads.
So which one are you?
I'm more or less like a ginger.
You're a ginger.
Yeah.
Wow.
But in general, that's what
they're all
classified as albinos like when we were kids. My grandfather was like me, and because he was like, he never gave birth to any of my kind. I'm the only grandchild who is like this. And he loved me so much. Like, he was so happy when my mom gave birth to me. And he was a king, like Oyo Hine. So when I go to my mom's hometown, I love it when...
You're a queen.
Yes, I'm treated so well. My uncles, my aunties, they call me like their father. And some of my, you know, my stepmoms, they call me, hey, you kunabo, you know. They treat me so well when I go like...
What of your father's side?
Nah, it's from my mom's side.
So let's talk about your father's people. Now we know your mother's people are nice because their grandfather, brother was just like you? What of your fathers?
Oh, it's cool.
They're not as nice as...
They are nice, but I hardly go to that side. I mostly go to my mom's side. But they are cool. They are very nice. Especially I have an auntie. When I go there, I don't know, she treats me like... Hey, we brought in number, you know?
Wow.
That's what she keeps saying. We brought in number. She treats me well. Yeah, from my dad's side too, they are cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask again. I like to pry. You let me find out this. You said initially when you were talking that it got to a time you wanted to commit suicide. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
After my friend, we changed class. I went when we went to class 4, it was bad. The same story, people don't want to play with you and those things. So when we got to class 5, she left the school.
Oh.
So it's like doomsday. So when we were about to go to class 6, I said I don't want to go to school anymore. And my mom couldn't understand why all of a sudden we went to my grandma's funeral. So when we came back, I'm like, I don't want to go to school again. So I decided to stop school. My mom will cane me, like drag me, you go. So immediately I get to the school gate. When I see my mom leave,
I also leave.
So it was on and off, like it was just like that for 2 years. I didn't go to school for 2 years. And my parents couldn't understand, so they were advised, the way I was behaving, they were advised to take me to see a psychiatrist. I was taken to the hospital, not like I wasn't admitted there, but to talk to a psychologist to find out what is happening to me. So they gave me this drug, you know. When you take it, this green tablets, immediately you take it makes you a bit drowsy and calm. So when I don't want to go to school, then I take double. I take overdose, So I will sleep the whole... You wake me and wake me, I'll wake up because I don't want to go to school. And a time came, I decided, I can't take this anymore. When you're walking by the street, people are calling you names. When you go to school, it's just like, I didn't want to leave anymore. So I just gathered all the drugs that I was given at the hospital and I took everything. But fortunate for me, it was a Friday. So when I took it, I woke up Saturday evening.
You slept 24 hours.
And my mom she left early for work, so she didn't know I was still sleeping in my room. And I slept. So when she came back in the evening, she's like, like, why are you still sleeping? So she came and she woke me up. So I was like, okay, maybe I didn't take enough of the drugs. That's why I didn't die. So, like a woman, I gathered my mom's drugs, like her medication. I took most of the drugs and I took it. And unfortunately, luckily for me, I threw up and everything came out. So I survived that suicide attempt too. And a cousin of mine told me, if you don't go to school, no man wants to marry an illiterate. And if you don't go to school, you don't get any job to do. So at least complete GSS. When you are done, then you can decide not to go to school anymore. So I was like, okay, then I will go to school. My mom went and paid school fees. I went to the school first. I'm like, nah, I don't want this school. I don't want to go again.
Why? See, were they still calling you names?
Immediately, when I went to the classroom, I felt empty. Like, I felt I wasn't needed. Like, the way people were staring at me and everything, I'm like, nah, so school fees, everything was wasted. And my mom took me to another school. Class 6, GSS. I'm like, this one too, I can't. I don't want to stay in this.
How bad was it that you would want to?
It was so bad to the extent that I had a birthday party, no one came.
You're kidding? But kids love parties. Just take a little time, breathe. You know, sometimes when it's not happening to you, you feel it's normal. Because I'm sure most of us are guilty of calling people like her names, but we don't look at the after effects of what we're doing. You had a birthday party and no one came.
Yep. Thank you.
No, how did they think you were? What did they think you were? I mean, were they afraid of you to come to your party?
No, I don't know. To the extent sometimes when you're having an argument and you want to voice out or something, someone will go like, oh, we are kanipa yenkang, you know? That bad.
So how did that party end?
Oh.
Wasted food, wasted drinks.
Well, we ate it. We ate it.
We've come a long way and we're constantly on the move. We go bravely, confidently, gracefully. For we are the gracious ones. We love, we share, we give. We are the inspired ones. We laugh, we teach, we live. Our mothers and fathers, our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters of every day and forever. All of us are a gift to each other. We live a life that's never ending. Our beauty is a never fading grace. GTP, timeless.
It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna make most of it. It's a beautiful day. A day to share with you. You make my world go round. Yeah, yeah. It's really got me saying, nice girl brings home happiness.
Experience the wide range of top quality and affordable electronics, phones, tablets, home and office appliances from NASCO.
I've got yes comfort. I've got yes confidence. I've got yes freshness. We've got yes protection.
Ultra thin, wide wings and leak guards. Yes sanitary pads give you maximum comfort, hygiene and protection in a resealable pack.
We've got yes protection.
Yes sanitary pads. Maximum protection, maximum confidence.
Don't worry, we've got yes protection.
When I'm down and I need something to cheer me out, well, it's an exclusive drink, vanilla flavored and so refreshing. Special malt. Special malt. Guess what? Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt. Even you in the system, before drinking, see. Special malt. Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt. So clean and smooth. Oh yeah, enjoy yourself. Special malt. Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt. Guess what? Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt. Even you in the system, before drinking, see. Special malt.
Special malt. Feel special.
I love to eat a tasty breakfast in the morning. Something delicious and healthy, filled with vitamins. That's what day right makes me so bright. Keeps my body happy. Let me tell you about what I eat. It's my secret. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Wow! I say hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Crunchy!
Hooch, healthy for everyone.
Restoration.
So were you able to further on to the secondary?
Yeah, I did. And I think the new school I went through our JSS one was cool. I had this friend too. She was called Belinda, and she picks her car at like right in front of my junction. So when we go into school, we go together. And she was like more or less like the most popular girl. Like she was very pretty. Like she had this big bat, and you know everybody was admiring her. So it's like I was working
With her?
with her. Like every time they admire her, like okay, I have a friend who is also a nice girl. And she was very nice to me. Like she was the coolest friend I had apart from my other half-caste friend, Samira. So she became my next cool friend. So we completed GSS and SS. I I think just as one guy, a classmate made a statement. We're having this dancing competition, and I'm very good at dancing. I love dancing. And his father has money, so he was more or less like sponsoring the whole team. He's like, Sadio, we can with ya. Hey. Yeah. So some of his friends had to talk to him that, Charlie, she is the best among the rest, so she has to be in. So they had to talk to him before he accepted.
I'm just so confused. In this age and time, why people would have to discriminate this bad.
Yeah.
So in high school, how was it too?
Well, in high school, my class was filled with a lot of boys. The girls in the class, I did visual arts. The girls were like 6 or something. So most of them were boys, and I was good with artworks. So most of the guys became my friends because when they need help with work, and they were very cool with me. Because of the maltreatment in the dormitory, so most times you see me on the field. I joined the female football team. I was playing hockey because I always wanted to be away from class.
What were they doing to you in the dormitory?
Oh, the dorm to it was like, when I was in SS1, it was cool because I was representing the house when it comes to entertainment, like a dancing competition. I stood up for the house. So like our school mothers were always defending me, like, so a time came I was not even doing some of the chores. Because when it comes to sports, I'm there. When it comes to entertainment. But when we got to Form 2, when it was level, my mates and I, that's when the whole thing started, you know. Oh, Kasa, they just snob you. Yeah, Kasa, like your penipa Kasa, so your account so be keep. And I had this friend in school, she's called Florence in Seattle. Wherever she is, God bless her. She always came to my defense. Even though she wasn't my classmate, she was just a dorm mate. So the time when I'm sick, she takes me to the bathroom, she baths me. Sometimes she even washes my panties.
Wow.
And when it's very severe, she brings me home, then she goes back, even though she wasn't my best friend. And I had this friend who was my classmate and also my dorm mate. Her mom used to sell this, like full stuff. So she used to bring muftis to schools that we buy. Sometimes we buy some, sometimes we take them and we take pictures at the site, like girls' dormitory. So at time I was behind her, but she didn't hear. She didn't know I was standing behind her. So she was talking to one friend of ours. I said, hey, the girl I made them idea, but man, who you BB like? And she was my closest friend. So I found out that, so all this was this how
she feels about you. Were you heartbroken?
Very.
Did you let her know you had hurt her?
But I had some cool friends who were like good to me, even though we're not like best of friends. But they were cool to me. Someone like Dora, Eva, Rukaya, and Florence especially. She was very, very good. And when we got to Form 3, an argument came up in the dormitory, we were all arguing. And this group of girls, they're like a squad. They have their own, like, their group. I said something, she was like, school. And Florence came to my aid. Like, were you the ones who paid her school fees? How dare you, blah, blah, blah. She fought with me. She
stood up for you.
She really stood up for me that day.
So with all these things going on, how did you feel? Were you able to talk to somebody?
No.
Not even your mother? Why? So how were you coping with all these and schoolwork?
So mostly, I'm always sick. I'm always sick. When I went to SS, I think I can even count the number of times I stayed in school. I'm always sick. Immediately, they take me there. So a few weeks, I'll come back home because I'm sick.
Was it proper sickness or you were pretending to be sick?
No, I wasn't pretending, but the love was like, kind of
emptiness.
I was empty. So every time I'm sick, like, so I have to come back home. And I hated school, like, seriously. I hated school. It wasn't cool at all.
It's just amazing how some kids can be very mean.
Very.
Extremely mean.
Very.
Even at my kids, their age, my second is 9, and she'll tell you there are some very mean kids in school. After school, after high school, what was next for you after all that you had been through?
This same Florence, she was attending the remedial classes. So anytime she comes to school,
But let me ask, were you able to do well? Because you were sick most of the time.
Yeah, I was. The only subject I didn't do well was science because I wrote, but I didn't write the rest because I was sick.
Oh, this sickness. So you just did the objectives, you didn't do the theory. Whoa.
But the rest it was cool. That was the only subject that
you had. If you had to rewrite, you would. And then you did well.
Yeah. So after I was in that, and mostly I go out only in the, like when it's evening, like night. That's when I step out. I don't like going out during the day.
Why?
Because of the way people tease and laugh at me. But I had a childhood friend, like a friend in my neighborhood. She was very cool. She's still cool. And she's even here. She came here with me.
Oh, she did? Where is she? Oh, I can't see you from that. Come on, get up. Let me see you. Oh, God bless you, okay?
Yeah. So this same Florence came to me and there was this audition on the this dancing competition. And she was like, I should go. And I'm like, I don't want to. I can't stand like to face the world, so to be criticized. So I don't want to go. She's like, no, you should. And she just said something. She said, you don't know how much I've been admiring you.
Aww.
You are very pretty, and I wish I was you. So when she said, I went and looked into the mirror, and I'm like, really? And she's like, every time you take pictures, the only time I hear good comments is when I take pictures. People go like, wow, you look good. Like you're very pretty, you're photogenic. So like that's when I always hear good comments when people say something good about me.
Then you take pictures.
After winning, we take picture. So she was like, you're very pretty, and I wish I was like you. So she even registered for me. I didn't even know. So I had a call that you've registered for this dancing, blah, blah, blah. And I called like she was the one who did that for me. So I went and I qualified. But unfortunately, that dancing competition
didn't see the light of
it. But through that's when I started shooting videos.
So you are in most music videos?
I've stopped.
Oh, okay.
I used to, but...
You used to?
Yeah, but not anymore.
Okay.
So I started dancing. Most of the video. My first video was Vujay, Adam and Sarkodie.
Oh, okay.
That was that was our first time in a video. A friend introduced me to Hama, and Hama was like, okay.
He didn't criticize.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
And as time goes, I realized that I wouldn't say some people automatically in our society we have people who are really, really high, like important than in society. Anytime we step out, I realized that those people always walk to me and they like me, and I'm like, okay.
Because they're enlightened.
So I'm like, okay, so why have I been looking down upon myself all this while? If some people, like they make good comments, especially even your husband. When I came to work with him, he was like, he made good comments. He didn't even know he thought I was a foreigner. He didn't even know.
No, but can you tell she's an albino? Yeah, you can tell So I was like, since when? Since when did she become an albino? Yeah, the psychologist should have done a better job. Yeah. Because your mom should have known what you were going through. And as mothers, we take all the time in the world chasing whatever to make our children comfortable. But these are very little things that build up children. Imagine she took the drugs and she died. Who was to blame? No one would know what was wrong with her. Oh, no, only how? Or you're okay, or she no. And but inside, she was hurting. Inside, she was dying. So mothers, we need a very close relationship with our children, that you can talk to them about anything and not criticize them. Because I can't, seriously, no, wait, maybe, who can tell she's an albino? I would have thought you have dyed your hair. Yeah. That's your natural hair?
Yeah.
Because people dye this color. So why did we tease them when we want to be like them?
Yeah.
Meaning those who dye their hair blonde, they want to be albinos. Yes. Blonde and ginger, it means you want to be a free, but you are not a free, so you are using the hair dye to trick all of us. And she's beautiful, isn't she? So beautiful. When the friend I had in primary school, she had a lot of freckles. She had a lot of freckles. You don't even have as much as she used to.
I wish I even had more, because it also got me like good comment from especially people outside when they get to meet me and they see my freckles. I quite remember one occasion when Kerry Hilson and Bawa came to Ghana. I was performing that day. So some of us, the drama, the state lights manager and everything. So when they saw me in the evening, but they didn't know I had freckles. So in the morning when one saw me, he just screamed, "Oh my God, she got freckles all over her face." I'm like seriously? This thing I'm trying to cover up, you're telling me like she got freckles all over. And this one model, he's called Lord. I used to work with him, like meet him on set. And one day I went on set and I had makeup on, and he was like, "Do you know how many people are trying to have these freckles on their face and you're covering it up as a model?" So ever since, I decided not to
cover it up.
And I didn't say that my mom, because her dad was like me, she
Yes, she was protective.
Like, yeah, my papa, like she's my father. So, and she used to tell me things when I was a kid. So, when I was a kid, she used to live in Libya. So she was like, any shop that she enters, they tell her, say, like when she's with me and the police sees her, they're like, "Are you sure she's your child?" And every shop she enters with me, they give me a gift, like, because they can't imagine like a black woman having me as her daughter. She always tells me, "Hey, so she used to." But a time came, my dad wasn't around, so my dad had traveled, so baby, when I was growing, I wasn't getting closer
to her.
When I used to sleep with her there, I was very close. But when I had my own room, anytime she comes, Mada.
In your room.
Mada, I also go to school. So that gel wasn't there. The bond wasn't there like it used to when. And I told my sister, she's also in a room. She had her own problems. My brother too. Or in a room, he had his own. So it's like, I couldn't even tell anybody. Even my childhood friend, she never knew till recently I told her about it because she thought everything was, when I come out, you never see that something is wrong with me. I'm that person. I can make people believe that I'm happy. I want to make others happy, but within me, things were not going really well. But I thank God for the likes of people like Auntie Catherine. She always used to encourage me and tell me good things about myself. She made me realize like who I was, like being special. It's unique, it's fun, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it is.
I'm rocking my red hair.
People are buying dye for red hair. And they go through a lot of pain to dye their hair this color.
And a friend was like, people are bleaching to be, like they're bleaching to be fair, they are dyeing their hair. So if you have it all, what's your problem?
And you're not the only person. There are a lot of albinos who are very successful. Yeah. Look at someone like lawyer Moses Fabwani. He's successful. Yeah. And he's albino, so what? Yeah. It shouldn't stop you from chasing your dreams. It shouldn't stop you from being who you are. So what are you doing now?
I could say this whole, indoor thing brought out the creativity in me. Like, I learned how to sew on my own. So
beautiful.
I've been sewing, and I went into modeling like 2012, 2013. I was the face of GTP New Style. And I did.
For my people.
Yes.
You see?
And
you were in the room crying.
Like, I've wasted years crying for nothing. And so, and right now I'm embarking on a campaign against discrimination. Good. Not only on albinos, because I've heard other people. She's obese. She's obese, and because she feels no one loves her, any man that comes to her and tell her, "Oh, then she falls for it. And now she got herself pregnant. And we had another friend. He was craving for the love of his family. but he never got it and he committed suicide.
Oh.
He died. And sometimes when I listen to radio, I hear some parents go like, hey, me banu, no, like, we couldn't, they don't understand. I'm like, sometimes kids are going, like, it's like a seed. What is planted and they keep on watering it in school. You are like this, you are like this. If you don't wake up from it and tell yourself, this is not me, you grow up to be that person they've created for you. So I'm on, and
will you be visiting schools? Because I think your core place should be from the schools.
My main focus is on like schools. Mm-hmm. That's what I'll be doing. Thanks to your husband, he's also supporting this project. And I've spoken to Moses Fuameni's younger brother, who is also an albino. He's like, he wants to be part of this because he wants to help in pushing this campaign. And Auntie Catherine Forsen was also helping to push this campaign. So this is what I really want to do because it's killing a lot of people.
It is. On the news, I heard there was a 10-year-old girl had committed suicide.
When I tried committing suicide, I was...
In the Ashanti region.
I was that age, 10, 11. That's when I decided to end it.
And 10, 11, 12 can be the most frustrating time in a child's life.
Yeah.
So if you're a parent and you do not steady your child, you might just lose your child.
Some end up into like drugs and others do manizing and other stuff. So that's what I want to do. And I'm working on it.
Are you happy now?
I can't say I'm happy. If there is any other word for being over happy, then I would say I'm so excited. And I thank God for making... I used to curse God a lot. I hated God for making me this way.
You did?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So I always go on my knees and I tell God to forgive me.
You hated God?
I hated God.
At that time, did you know there were other people just like you?
Where I lived and where I was, I think I was the only one. But there was this one girl. The way she was carrying herself, she looked more or less like a half caste. But later when I found out that she was just like me.
Yeah. No, but seriously, there are a lot of albinos. You see them and you think they're half caste, but they're actually albinos who have had a very good cream to tone down their freckles and stuff. So they blend in and you think they're half caste.
Yeah, she was in our church, but she doesn't come often. She comes once in a while. And there was this guy too in our SS. He was the white type, but his type, I haven't yet seen his type before.
So there are different types of albinos.
Yeah. Some are black. They are black-skinned people with white hair, with blue eyes. But they are also different.
Yeah, I've seen the blue eye.
And this guy was so different. I asked myself, we are free.
Because for the first time you asked.
Because I can't. To be honest, his own was so
overwhelming.
It was nice. Like sometimes I was like, I wish I had yours. He was like, I wish I was like you. But when I was growing, like after school and everything, I'm like, oh hell no, I have to rock my red hair. Oh. I don't give a damn about what anybody says, because I can't change what people think about me.
You.
I can only change what I think about myself. So I decided not to think I'm a failure. I'm a less human being. What people usually make me feel. Mm-hmm. And when I came into the industry, I met a couple of friends, Yvonne, Rita, Zita. They were nice to me. So recently I started posting redheads, albinos, and other stuff like stop discrimination. Born different is a blessing, not a curse.
Yes.
So you see people commenting, and a friend went like, stop this childish thing, you've grown past it. We did it in the chat. Why are you making a whole big deal out of this? I'm like, well, he said when we were kids. So when we were kids, it got to me. And there was this kid who is an albino, and she pasted that. They say I'm albino, I'm not pretty. Is it true? And I pasted it on my wall for people to comment on it. And some of my mates came in, they were like, we are very proud of you. I'm like, you guys made school a living hell for me. And they were like, we are sorry, we were kids, we didn't know what we were doing. Like, okay, no, I hold no grudges against you. Because with what you did, in different ways, it's helped me. It's made me a better person.
We've come a long way and we're constantly on the move. We go bravely, confidently, gracefully. For we are the gracious ones. We love, we share, we give. We are the inspired ones. We laugh, we teach, we live. Our mothers and fathers, our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters of every day and forever. All of us are a gift to each other. We live a life that's never ending. Our beauty is a never fading grace. GTP, timeless.
It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna make most of it. It's a beautiful day. A day to share with you. You make my world go round. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really got me saying, nice girl brings home happiness.
Experience the wide range of top quality and affordable electronics, phones, tablets, home and office appliances from NASCO.
I've got yes comfort. I've got yes confidence. I've got yes freshness. We've got yes protection.
Ultra thin, wide wings and leak guards. Yes sanitary pads give you maximum comfort, hygiene and protection in a resealable pack.
We've got yes protection.
Yes sanitary pads. Maximum protection, maximum confidence.
Don't worry, we've got yes protection.
When I'm down and I need something to cheer me out, well, it's an exclusive drink, vanilla flavored and so refreshing. Special malt. Special malt. Guess what? Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt, even you in the system before drinking, see. Special malt. Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt, so clean and smooth. Oh yeah, enjoy yourself. Special malt. Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt. Guess what? Special malt makes me feel okay. Special malt, even you in the system before drinking, see. Special malt.
Special malt. Feel special.
I love to eat a tasty breakfast in the morning. Something delicious and healthy, filled with vitamins. That's what day right makes me so bright. Keeps my body happy. Let me tell you about what I eat. It's my secret. Hooch, crunchy, crunch on flakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch on flakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch cornflakes. Wow! I say hooch, crunchy, crunch cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch cornflakes. Crunchy!
Hooch, healthy for everyone.
So with your father being away that long, where was he? What was he
It
doing?
was in Holland. And he's back.
He's back. Yeah. And is he proud of you?
Yeah, he is. Hey, we brought him a catcher.
I like it when she speaks Tree. We brought him a country. Obroni our country.
We catch you rough.
Oh, I'm so proud of you because sometimes we need to break out of our shell to be able to do the right thing. When you're caught up in your shell, nobody sees your beauty. It's just like the snail.
Yeah.
See, when you see the snail crawl, you are not able to tell exactly what the snail looks like. But the moment you bring it out of the shell, you see that beautiful body of the snail. So it's like that. You just need to keep forging ahead, keep moving on. Know that nothing can stop you.
At all.
Nothing. The only thing that can stop you is yourself.
Myself.
So don't stop. If you can be whatever you want to be, I would be proud to know that you're one of the biggest fashion brands in the world. And it's very possible.
Yes.
And you would use our Kente and our GTP to make very beautiful designs for people all over the world to buy. So don't let anything stop you. The day you stop, I'll get upset.
So I'm not stopping.
And you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
You don't even have much makeup. All I see is the brow. You've done your brow. And Look at her. She's just too beautiful. No heavy makeup. You're beautiful. Anybody who starts saying, oh, free, whatever, continue with them. I like that song. Sing it again. Sing it again.
Okay. Ofrijato Pable Kajina Chachua. I don't speak Ghana, so that's how they sing it. They'll be clapping, when they're playing.
And I'll be dancing with them.
No, I don't dance.
I
have to run like.
And even there's another one in Chi. When we were growing up, though, if you see an albino, you say, "Oh, free jato mache."
Yeah, feature gongo. Yeah, that one too.
Oh, you dance with them.
So I used to have a lot of scarf back.
You see, memories.
I used to have a bag filled with scarf. Anytime I wanted to step out, I have to scarf my hair. So I'm used to scarfing my hair. Every time I step out, I have to scarf my hair. I can't remember recently I was working and this man was like, hey, Nabo, you're free, I know you're brony. And I turned, I'm like,
excuse me?
I know baby Sammy. He was asking like someone, I'm like, I know baby Sammy. Who be Sammy? I made you and he laughed and he's like, oh, I guess who say that? And tell me, I said, well, you're free, and I said, well, you're brony. And when I church too, they've been so nice to me, My pastor always comment when I make good clothes and he's like, I'm an usher. He's like, hey, this is my usher, the Empacho fashionista. Reverend David Kwekubu Afasante. He's been good and they've been nice to me. Like, so far, the people immediately accepted that I am fine. Mm-hmm. There is nothing wrong with me.
Acceptance is the key.
People started accepting me for who I am. It was to the extent that in my first relationship it went through that line that people were telling my guy that I
wanted to find out about your relationships as well.
I don't know. They used it, but he was one person. Anytime I put on wig, he was angry. He always wanted to see me with my
ginger hair.
My ginger hair, and he was cool with it, but still, I think probably I don't know if what people were saying got to him or something. So.
But
don't mind him.
Ginger hair girl.
Don't mind him. After he wants to come at me, I don't go back.
Oh my God, he wants to come back.
I won't mind him.
No. Because most people would be concerned about what their families would think.
And that's why it was most of us. And the funny thing is that his male friends that were telling him that, then they will come and ask
after he left you.
No, after when he was with me, then they'll come and
turn around and come and ask you out.
But what's not meant to be is not meant to be.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
Wow. So we've really learned a lot from you today. We've really learned a lot from you today. And it's not just about being an albino. We have children who are obese. We have children with special needs. I know some kids go to school with crutches and all of that. And all these children need help. But it turns out that even the teachers are too busy with other things that they are not helping such children with these needs. So I think it all starts from school. Mm-hmm. If you are not able to after the home, the school is another place where kids find acceptance. Mm-hmm. So if the kids have been left in your care and you're not able to let them feel that acceptance, it's a problem. So teachers, you have a very, very huge job to do. Some kids are big not because they want to be big. It's genetic. It's in their family. Whatever you do or you bolo. And some kids, I think parents also have a very big job to do. Parents have a very key job to do, to train your kids to know that we are all very special. We are all not the same.
Yeah.
So if someone has a challenge, you are not supposed to laugh at them with whatever the challenge is.
Yeah.
Parents have that responsibility.
A lot.
If you don't train up your child well, whatever they see, they will say. So I think parents, we have a big job to do. So I want to know when you started breaking out of your shell.
That was, I could say, when I broke out finally was last year. Even though I was still like on the screen, sometimes it happens like immediately someone says something, I have to go and hide, I have to go back into my shells. It was like, it had a very bad effect on me. Like, to say, you see me, I'll dance, like, go out, have fun with my friends. But immediately a friend makes a statement, it takes me back, flashback, like, how it started, how my friends were teasing me to the extent you'll be walking and people will be clapping and singing songs. And
they could actually clap.
You know, sometimes you'll be passing, kids are playing, like your fellow
kids
kids.
are kids.
They will stop playing. No, when are your main focus? Then they have to be throwing all those words at you, like, to make you feel bad.
You know that there was a time that albinos were being used for rituals.
Oh, they even said,
were you scared? How did you feel?
No, I wasn't scared. But the ones that got to me is like, when you guys die, your family members, I'm on because you just vanish. I'm like, no, my grandfather died. So, he vanished when he was put in a coffin. So I was like, so am I going to vanish?
So when your grandfather died, you saw him?
Yeah, I did.
You saw him being put in a coffin?
Yeah, laid in state. And then
that myth is a no-no?
Nah.
So albinos die?
We died.
Okay.
And the saying that when they use it for money rituals, it can never be brain. I don't think it's
true.
Nah.
Are you sure?
Nah, well,
maybe someone used an albino before.
Oh, black man, it will come. If it will come, it will come. We are all the same. Like, just because I'm different, like, I'm not different. I'm not saying I'm unique.
You're special.
With my color and everything. But I'm still the same as every other person.
Other human
being, yeah. And as you said, special kids need special attention. There was one kid, she has this deformity. Her head is a bit bigger than. When growing up, that's when I saw her. But up to date, she's been indoors.
Oh.
She's been indoors all.
She doesn't come out?
They don't bring her out. At all. So looking at all those things.
She didn't go to school?
No. So it's not just the albinos or the other people.
There are different forms of discrimination.
Who are going through it, and it's killing, because if you don't get people to help you, to tell you, to advise you on certain things, you will grow up accepting that this is what you will always be in. I used to be hiding. I'm always hiding. It took I think your husband invited me over to do some work with me almost 3 years ago. I never showed up. Shirley from Poman, so I went for an audition. I had the courage and I went for the audition and I was selected. I had to go for the shoot. Everybody was on set waiting, and to go out, I was scared to go. And I got there late and she was furious. I'm like, okay, you're furious. I'm like, I could hide it because I don't want the world to see me because they're going to criticize me. But I think she also didn't see
the problem.
But she saw the other side that I was good at. What I came there to do, at acting. So she wanted to work with me. But because of this stigma of we are saying, I had to run. I've been running away from great opportunities, which had come my way. I've been running out. With this GTP thing, I nearly ran off. But like I said, if you have good people, some few friends around you who could motivate you and encourage you, that's when I took that bold step. BBC, I went for the audition and I was selected.
It's amazing how life teaches you as you grow.
Yeah.
And I know you're not going to think suicide anymore.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Hell no.
seriously.
Hell no, suicide. No.
I don't know, but it's becoming a norm. People want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
People call me and they tell me I want to die.
Yeah.
I want to commit suicide. The last time, a lady thought I was joking. She called, she said, oh, I'm so tired of life, I want to commit suicide. And I asked her, which one do you want? Poison, gun, knife, rope, which one? Tell me. So that I send it to you. The fact that you're going through something does not mean it's the end of the world. Sometimes the things we go through build us up for the future. So let's say if she hadn't gone through what she's been through, would she get up today to say she's doing a foundation to help people with such issues? Your child is in school. You don't even know what your child is going through. You don't know what kids are calling your child. And you sit there, you say you're a mother, everything is okay, I pay school fees, I'm a father, my child is okay. Kids are different. They need special attention. And it's the same way that if you don't pay attention, your kids are abused.
Yeah.
Because the very person who will give them a little bit of time and attention, they are drawn to those people. And if those people are bad people, they end up abusing your kids. So parents, please let us sit up, okay? Darling, it's been amazing. Before you leave, are you ready for your NASCO moment? Are you? You've been... As for today, my NASCO moment, even me, myself, I love it. Please open your envelopes. Even me, today I'm excited. Oh, today we are sad. Why are we sad? One more. But it still doesn't mean we don't love you any less, right? So next week, I'm sure you're going to win some incredible goodies. That is why I'm saying that today I really loved it. It's my handiwork, I confess. It's my handiwork, I confess. Next week, we are going to win some incredible stuff, okay? Thank you very much for coming. Well, it's been amazing. Edna, can I have her parcel from yours? You see, hey, I've caught you people. Thank you. So we have these incredible stuff from Yas and Hooch conflicts for you.
Thank you.
We have our exercise books in the pack. And one more thing. Did you know that every time you buy a Hooch conflict, you get a free exercise book? You know, it's because you've been buying. So please keep buying so you get more exercise books for your kids, okay? So you can start doing your sketches with that, okay?
All right.
All the best. Hey, when we were kids, to touch you was a problem. But listen, you're special, okay? And you're beautiful.
Thank
so
you.
don't let anybody born of woman tell you otherwise, okay?
All right.
All right. So it's been amazing, and I'm sure today we all, even at this age, sometimes in our offices, we still discriminate. If you are like that, I say a very big shame on you. You do not have to discriminate because the person is albino, because the person is black, because the person is crippled, because the person... We are all special. God created us in his own image. So if you're laughing at someone because the person has a challenge, it means you are laughing at God. So if you're like that, when you shame on you. And if we're able to do that, we'll have a better society. Our children will grow up and they'll begin to learn to appreciate life better. It's what we do that the kids learn from. So please, let's stop it. If you are in the office and you're like that, stop. If you are in school and you're like that, stop. Church, thank you. Sometimes people go to church and ushers will not give them very good seats because they have a challenge. It's bad. It's bad. Let's stop it. It doesn't speak well of us. The fact that she's albino does not mean she cannot have a front row seat. The fact that she's challenged with her legs does not mean you should give her a seat somewhere that she will not be comfortable. If the person has a challenge with her legs, you need to give the person a place where she can stretch her legs. So let's stop that. I thank you very much, Harriet. Church, church. Let church be a comfortable place. Thank you to everybody who supports us. Harriet, thank you so much. Today, I want to acknowledge this woman. Please give it up for her. Auntie Harriet, yes, you. Get up. We want to see you. Auntie Harriet is the head of the abuse unit at Kolebu. So parents who have children who have gone through any form of abuse can just go to her office. She's a nice person. Her office is also very nice. If you go there, they will get all the support they need. And we've been working hand in hand with her, and she's also been supporting us very much over here. Harriet, thank you. We love you. That is why when you talk about psychological cases, it's her field. She really gets, it's passion. Thank you so much. So it has been amazing. Thank you very much to Nasco Electronics, to La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Special Malt. Thank you so much. Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad. To Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, we say thank you. GTP New Style. Ophelia of ABS Collection, thank you very much for my outfit. To Chelsea Black of Nancy Black Studio, Chelsea, thank you so much. And Mansa of Vic's Hair Studio, Dansoman Zodiac. Mansa, thank you very much for this beautiful natural hairdo. Always do remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
This is where to share it all. A common place for one and all. Let's hold each other's hands and stand tall. Set yourself free and tell